Hello everyone, this is DongJun, one of the mentor in Datum, Yonsei Data Science Academia, and today I'm going to teach you about joke telling program. As you can see, its level is beginner level, and function that we are going to use is really simple. So there are three purposes of this chapter. We are going to get to know about print function. So the joke telling program will tell a few jokes to user and demonstrates more advanced ways to use strings with the print function. Second of all, we're going to get to know about escape characters. Escape characters is one of the way that you type the special characters inside of the print function. So we're going to learning about how to type characters inside of the print function. Third of all, we're going to have the further development of the topic. So after we make a simple joke generator, we're going to produce different type of joke telling program in variety way. Probably there will be two types. So expected run result of joke generator will be like this. As you already have learned how to display simple text output with the print function, we can now take a deeper look at how string and print work in Python. So whenever I press enter, the next code comes out. So this will be the joke like this. Why was the robot tired when it got home? It had a hard drive. Why did the student eat their homework? Because professor said it was a piece of cake. So there might be three usable code. The first one is the print function, and the second one is going to be input, and third one, no more. It was just a kidding. And there might be some questions when you are building the code. You might have the hardship to make the use of the quotation. When you want to quote inside of the print function, you must use single quote or double quote. However, when you want to add single quote inside of the single quote, then you will face that the code will make the syntax error. Then I'm going to advise you that you can use backslash in front of the single quote. Then there will be one more question comes out from it. How should we type backslash? Because I mentioned that backslash should be added in front of the single quote or the other special characters. However, when you want to type backslash here, you can use one more backslash in front of the backslash. So use double backslashes to show off the backslash. So in order to type some special characters in Python, we use backslashes, and we call it escape characters. So this is the escape characters examples. So when you type double backslashes inside of the print function, one backslash comes out. It is same as single quote and double quote. Add one backslash in front of it. Then it will automatically comes out in this way. However, there are two different types of the backslashes. The one is the added by n, and the second one is the with T. So one backslash with N, it means the new line. It works like enter when you're typing the word. And backslash with T means tab. We can find that there will be like 3 blanks. So since right now we're going to move to our code making session. Thank you for watching. Okay, for right now, I'm going to tell you and teach you about one of the simplest form of the joke generator. There are 4 examples I brought here. In the presentation that we previously saw, what we wanted is whenever we press enter, the next line comes out. In this session, I'm going to make one of the simplest form of the joke generator right here. So there are going to be 2 functions that we're going to use. The first one is print in order to print these sentences, and then we're going to use input. Input is the function which replaces itself that the user types on it. However, input is also can used for the limiter, like limit the code to stop it and waiting for the next action. We're going to use these two codes only for build the joke generator program. So for print 1, as we have such a lot of jokes right here, I'm just add print in front of each line. Of course, if you start it, you must end it. So copy, paste. Okay, and now we can check if it works. So I'm going to run it. However, there was one syntax error right here. Can you find out what caused the problem? The problem right here is the backslash. So after we add the backslash right here, we can check if this works. Yeah, as you can see, it now works. In order to make our joke generator to work in the presentation way, then I'm going to add the input right here. So after one sentence is printed out, the computer is going to be waiting for our next action. So if we press any button, then it moves on to the next side. Add this input sentence to every individual gap between print line. Then the code will be comes out in this way. Why did Adult cross the road? To hello to the other side. Why was the robot tired when it got home? It had a hard drive. So we can find that the codes will be ended in this way, and one of the simplest form of the joke generator can be made up by using only print and input. There will be two furthermore versions of the joke generator. Now directly moves to the next topic. So here are some joke sentences that I brought from the internet. And these are the exercises that I just tested. I am also going to use this exercise examples again for my Jupyter. As you can see, we must add backslash right here. Backslash right here for prevent the syntax error. And then what we're now going to do is, can you figure out what was the limitation of the previous code? I think there were two limitations at the beginning. The first one was the joke does not come out randomly. And second of all, the joke generator stops when it consumes all of its jokes. In order to prevent the joke generator would end, or the joke generator will just throw on the same topic in the same order, we are going to code differently in a more fancy way. I'm going to use list random definition for this code, and also the if. So the first of all, I'm going to make these jokes inside of the list. So jokes, this will be in the list. I'm going to make these jokes into the one line. And I must quote it. Close the list and just check if it works. Okay, then I'm going to import random. But the specific function that I would like to use is rendered. So we can use import random. However, one of the ways that I recommend you is from random import rendent. So the Jupyter imported rendent right here. Then I'm going to make this program to print out random jokes from it. We're going to use one of the functions that picking up one of the value inside of this list and randomly picks out. So rendent will be also used here. So I'm just going to copy it and jokes. Rendent. Rendent picks the integer from value a to b minus 1. So I'm going to make the value a to 0, index 0, and this b value to length of the joke minus 1. Let us check if it works. Can you realize that what I have missed right here? Yeah, I missed the comma. Syntax error happens a lot. And check if it works. It will anyway work in this way. But what I actually wanted right here is I'm going to split these sentence into the different line. So I would like to add the /n between each of the jokes. And I'm also going to add the tab plus arrows in order to make our code fancier way. I broke my finger last week. On the other hand, I'm okay. So this is the result of the code. Having the further development from here is going to make the function and use if or input for making this loop to be infinite. So I'm going to just define it. Define f. A is equal to input press enter for more jokes. Now we use if sentence. If a is equal to nothing, print same as the above one. And we're going to run it again. Else probably if you do not want to hear any more jokes, then you are going to type any random letter. Then I'm going to put else right here. Then print thank you. Run it for checking it. Oh, I missed F at the last line. So let's check if this code works. Press enter for more joke. Why did students eat their homework? Because the professor said it was a piece of cake. Why did adult cross the road? To say hello to the other side. So whenever you press enter, the random jokes will come out as long as you press enter only. However, if you press something like this, the code will be ended. So this is one of the second simplest form of the application for the joke generator. And now we are going to move on to the hardest type of the joke generator. This is the last part of this chapter. I have a list from the Google exercises. I'm going to bring it in on later on. However, just copy it just in case I missed it. Based on the previous two joke generator, we do not know which type of the joke it is. So for making a joke generator with a variety type of the joke, well, I found that I need to divide it into kind of 4 sections and then produce random joke generator by the computer. I'm going to announce the player to tell that the joke will be chosen by computer anyway. So computer choose the joke right here. And I'm going to use random module in order to use the function of the random choice. So here it is. Import random. And I'm going to use the random choice in the list of the joke. So there are 4 types of joke I created: pun, bar jokes, knock knock, dumb funny. Joke will be random chosen, random choice. Inside of the list, pun, bar joke, knock knock, and dumb funny. So after this one, the computer will anyway randomly choose the joke right here. And then after I pick the joke, I need to make the computer to run and print out the one of the joke inside of that list. Before it will be actually better if the computer says that which type of joke it will produce. So I'm going to add the code of the print. Here is the list, right? So from this list, I'm going to bring the poly from this list and just telling that the joke is this type like this. We're going to pick the string and joke upper plus in this way. So the joke that the program will choose will come from here, and then it will anyway choose the one of these value right here and going to show up in the capital letters, emphasizing before it starts running. And now I'm going to make the loops for specific types. Wait for a second. I firstly need to run it. Yeah, dumb funny joke. It works. I'm going to make the joke loop for specific types. And the first joke type will be if the computer choose pun right here. I'm going to put the list of the types of jokes. So here will be the list. Pun is equal to one of these things. But the module or the function that I'm planning to use also here is going to be the random choice. As you know, I need the bracket. the string of the font right here. Because whenever computer choose the value right here, then the computer only thinks, so we need to visualize it. Computer will randomly choose one of the value right here, and then we're going to convert that value into the string, and then it will anyway print this out. The printed out value will be the joke right there. It is all same as bar jokes, knock knock, dumb funny. And make sure these are matching. I'm going to make the elif file here. Dumb funny. So check if it runs. Name pawn is not defined right here. Bar jokes. I forgot it. Knock knock. And dumb funny. Is it right? Yeah. So the computer will choose the joke, and it chose the dumb funny joke right here. While on patrol, I arrested a burglar who'd injured himself running from a home. He told me he had broken in a unhooked phone before searching for valuables, but he had panicked when he heard a woman's voice. I entered the house and heard same voice. If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try your call again. Does this make sense? Why couldn't the bike stand on its own? It was too tired. So this is the end of this chapter, and we successfully made the joke generator program. We can make the function here to make the one of the infinite roof, like the second one. We can also do this part and combine with each other. So thank you for watching.